Hey guys, thought you might be interested in this place. And see the waves out there? That's the ocean out there. And then it comes into this creek that flows from here up towards the mountains. That area across from the other side there, you can see with the trees, that's all National Park. And this area is really popular with families because obviously out on the ocean there with the big waves is a little bit full on for kids, so families like coming in here where it's a bit more safe. And of course we've got the lifeguards here and their excellent machine. Have a look at this little machine they drive around on, little 4-wheel drive. Isn't that a unit? Very cool, isn't it? There's board on the top, wave board on the top. Very, very cool. And of course behind all this is this surf club building. So it looks like an old house. This is classic Australia. This is really classic Australia. The little surf club there with the flagged area at the front. So the usual thing, swim between the flags. So those of you who don't know, the system is you swim between the flags, and the area between the flags is monitored by the surf lifesavers. So it's the safest place to be. So if you're not familiar with this sort of thing, if you come to Australia, that's the place you want to swim, between the flags there where the lifeguards can keep an eye on you. Dudes like this dude, there he is, ready to jump in and save your life if you get into trouble. So of course that's fairly safe place, this place, but it is tidal, and the tide can be fairly extreme, particularly when it's going out. So it is good to have those guys there, because if someone gets caught in an outgoing tide, they could get taken out into the ocean, which would be a bit rough. So there's all the rules, all the information. So sand on Australian beaches is always good. This is tidal, of course, so there's a few sticks and leaves and things that get brought down the creek from inland a bit, but the sand itself is beautiful, really nice and soft and fine grained, and the water's crystal clear, as you can see. It's a beautiful spot, this one. Lovely location. Get the occasional shark in there. That's the other good thing about having the lifesavers around. We do get the occasional shark in that creek, so lifesavers will ring a bell or blow a horn or something if a shark appears close to where the swimmers are. Here's another one of their toys. So all these cool toys they have, old guys like me can remember when they didn't have any of these. They used to just have their little surfboards, basically, paddle boards, and that's all they had. They'd stick up the flags and they'd sit there and watch you with their paddleboard, and if anybody got into trouble they'd run out with their paddleboard and save you. But of course now they've got all these cool tools that they can use. I mean, obviously this is much better. They can obviously get places faster with this and save more people. You know, trying to drag people onto paddleboards and bring them in would be pretty hard work, whereas with this thing, of course, they can whiz out and collect a few people and bring them back in pretty quickly. So you can see from that nice calm area that we were in there, he's going out there. There's some pretty serious surf out there. And again, these guys are all in radio contact now, so if somebody gets spotted out there in trouble, these guys can roar off and be out there in a couple of minutes and save them, which is pretty cool. Check him out. So these guys, Monday to Friday, these guys are usually professionals, full-time professionals. Oh, there's a hibiscus. Hibiscus is a really popular flower, or really common flower around beaches in Australia. You quite often see the hibiscus near the beach, particularly in the northern half of the country. But yeah, lifesavers, usually Monday to Friday. Those guys are full-timers. They're actually paid by the city to do the job. And weekend, usually they're assisted by a whole heap of volunteers. This is the other thing you see often on beaches in Australia too. Norfolk pines, which are actually introduced. They weren't actually originally there. They were introduced. And these bottle brushes, which are native to Australia. Sort of synonymous with the beach in Oz. When you see these trees along the beach, it's normally what you see. The ground's still sandy around there, of course, but it's sort of shady from that. But bare feet tend to feel those pine needles a little bit. Pine leaves, pine needles. A little bit rough on the bare feet. But that's all classic Australia beach scenery, that is. And yeah, water to drink, water to wash your feet with, water to shower with. There it is. Very civilised. Tallebuggera Creek, Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. What an awesome place. Hope you found that interesting. More videos coming soon.